They were looking for Ingram in the corner, couldn't get the ball to him just yet. As you see the starting five for each team looking for a transition. Oh, a little bit of good fortune leads to the flush.
Him today.
Ingram showed up as an 18-year-old already with a collegiate senior's body. You look at that frame as he denies access along the baseline. Triple the early advantage in front of their home crowd. Found the open shooter. That's your preseason freshman of the year in the Big 12. Highlight reel really represented what they're capable of.
And this is a long-range three.
All 30 of those starts were Flo Thamba.
Yeah, and 80% of their assists are now elsewhere. Nice backdoor. Well, that's where the ball needs to be. Kendall broke it down a little short on the shot. Because they are so long and physical, they've been able to control the glass first part of the game.
Ingram with the dribble, probably among the favorites to be Rookie of the Year in the Pac-12, already has gone cold. There's the Cardinal, the lead. Nobody picked him up.
Times Bears with 5 of their 11 points in the game off of those 3 turnovers.
Brown with the dribble has 8 of the Bears' 11 points so far. Tries to share the wealth, instead falls in.
But you can put him about any place and feel comfortable. Bears with a lot of pressure out on the perimeter, making Stanford the ball when they're dribbling it, they're not running anything.
Kicks it out to the corner, and just wouldn't.
Cutting that penetration off.
And nothing there available for Akinjo, the former Georgetown Hoya and Arizona Wildcat. When it's all
long guys, it's really impressive to watch Stanford's length out on the perimeter. Now that's where they want the ball, right there.
Flo Thamba staying glued to his man.
Good. You can get fooled by their length. They can all defend out on the perimeter.
Lost one defender. Able to send notes written down for Thamba are elite screener, but he can score the ball as well.
He can't, but you know, it's a good point. He is an elite screener. What a brand, right? And screening the basketball, I am elite.
Ingram.
Thamba wanted a charge. May have been entitled to it, doesn't get it.
And Ingram was briefly left O programs. The first one at Stanford. The second one was one I think we would have agreed to again, was in Hawaii. Jones's shooting ability, he hit 81 threes as a freshman to announce his presence in the Pac-12. Ingram. It's like our producer Kurt Dykert setting us up for replays.
Redirect.
You don't see it coming, but you know it's going to end well. Going to be in the bubble for the national championship game on their feet here at the Farrell Center. Stripped away by Cryer.
Seen on the floor today, both teams who are Division I ready, no question about it.
One of a couple of 4-star recruits to go with a 5-star recruit here in Kendall Brown.
Crowd here in the Farrell Center, off the seats and looking for the Bears to extend even more.
You saw those turnovers. It's led to 15 points for the Bears. Your margin essentially in this ball game. Offensive rebound for Ingram among 3 Bears.
There to make them.
Yeah, just 2 players have gotten to the line. It's all been here in the second half. Tate's on the dribble, loses it. And as I guess Scott Drew is not buying into Jeremy Sohan bringing the ball up the floor every possession like he did a moment ago.
That group of guards, so they've got to play a little more controlled. They want the game in the 50s or 60s, and they've lost a little bit of control of this one.
Step out for Brown, thought better of it. Opposite corner, good. If you're keeping track of Stanford points here in the second half, most of you still have 7 fingers to work with. Drawing the contact.
You give advantages to the other team. Look up and you're down 17.
Brown's
in a hurry. The impressive player. I was going to say he's got a wow factor to him. That defense doesn't anticipate where you're going as well. They're reaching and grabbing. He goes the line. Going to put extreme pressure on the guards for Stanford, and it's really it's overwhelmed them, I think, and you can see that frenetic pace, which is what they want to do. If you're going to pull that off, you've got to be fresh, and with that depth, you can be.
Baylor,
that was just a mismatch.
Game high 13 points. Stanford's second period of play. Out to Meyer.
He just understands what it takes. He's been able to get coaches here, keep coaches here, and what a terrific job he's done.
And of course, Stanford always has one of the top athletic from that year.
I was there.
Super senior Pat Nunley.
What a play. I mean, what a joy to play with a guy like a Kenjo. You know, if you get your hands up and you make yourself a target and you cut.
Guards in Waco have gone on to be all Big 12.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Lincoln. And I think what you take away from that is if you're going to win big at the college level, you've got to have guards. And we've had may have looked a little bit out of his range, but nothing but net.
Inside look, and all of a sudden.
But just the inability to take care of the basketball allowed the Bears to separate.
Won't go for
into that, and that's helped.
Second chance opportunity. Bonner can't knock it down. Third time it'll go.
I mean, he's quicker to the ball. He's a little more tenacious. And Stanford has needed points from this guy, Ingram. They've just not been able to get.
November. Well, already off to a pretty good start here in November.
Pretty good. And the plot will thicken. I mean, going to the battle for Atlantis next week, starting with Arizona State, chance to go. Baylor just really ahead of the game, really ahead of Stanford. They have been from the get-go.
Poor young man had to go to Torrey Pines High School in San Diego.
Sorry.
5 minutes to go. Bonner putting in.